The experience at OVC was complicated. It seemed that I was always trying to prove to others that I was worthy of the privilege of being there. Retrospectively, however, I was happy because I was reaching my goals little by little. My third life, my scientist life, was leading me into my fourth life. I would like to tell you how now. In my previous video, I told you about my first meeting with the chairman of pathology at OVC. As I was waiting, a beautiful blonde girl wrapped up in winter clothes came into the waiting room and I was introduced to her. I thought I had imagined her as I flew from Caracas to New York in my way to Toronto just 6 months earlier, but I was too nervous to engage in a flirty conversation. Her name was Ulla, and she was originally from Finland. At first impression, she felt sorry for me because she knew what being an immigrant in Canada was like. My hair was long and curly as the style of the day. She thought I looked like a wild man from the Amazon. Our relationship was stormy. Although seemingly competitors, she helped me get through the first few months at OVC. We went out every Saturday, so she asked me how I felt about us. I said I was going back to Venezuela and I was supposed to stay there only until completing my master's degree, and so was she. In the end, we both stayed until getting our PhDs, but before that, we got married in 1984. I don't think that anyone who knew us back then would have expected our marriage to last 40 years. Ulla likes to say that if we could make our marriage work, so could anybody, because we are complete opposites. A few years into our marriage, we discovered the Enneagram, which should be obligatory reading for anyone in a relationship of any kind. The Enneagram will help you understand your differences with your partner, as it helped us. Personality number 1, Ulla's type, is the perfectionist. Personality number 8, my type, is a confronter. These are the Enneagram opposites. Every personality looks at the world differently. The way your partner acts may have little to do with you and a lot to do with their own peculiarities. Accepting this is essential for a successful relationship. Our first years were still part of my third life. We were still becoming scientists and helping each other along the way. This formed the basis of our marriage: mutual respect and admiration. After 3 years, I finally had to ask her to marry me because I knew I could not find somebody smarter than her. We have had 40 years of challenging ourselves to new and exciting goals to achieve both together and individually. We have learned that love doesn't necessarily come from infatuation or finding your soulmate. Sometimes it comes from years of working together for a better life. Ulla and I, over the years, have found common ground. We have found that we are both people of action. When we encounter a problem, we both spring into action without delay. We both love adventure and new horizons. Perhaps this is why we are living in our third country together. The magic word that led me into my fourth life was love. That occurred in April 15, 1985, with the birth of our daughter, Erika. You soon learn that your children become your greatest priority, your greatest challenge, but also your greatest joy. All of my accomplishments in life pale in comparison to what Erika means to me. The birth of your first child, or any children thereafter, will change your life. Without a doubt, it changed mine. I have shown you how my life until age 28 changed 3 times. The second life was brought about by my courage to change my first life. My third life was brought about by my goal to seek knowledge. The fourth life was brought about by love. Love is required to bring a new life into this world. It is a great responsibility to bring a being into existence. We have a natural need to pour all of our love into a new human being. It is also a great project that you and your spouse can embark together. I suspect that adopting a child will serve a similar purpose. Ula and I went on a tour of southern France and northern Italy last week to celebrate our 40th anniversary. As if to remind us that we are together to create and overcome challenges, we went by car, making accommodations as we travel, and making decisions on what to do next daily. This reminded us that we are fit and vital and that life is looking up. Thank you.